Sean, I know we got a chance to talk a couple weeks ago at the Big Sky Conference opening up, but how's training camp been so far?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been tough, but that's what we want. We don't want it to be easy. We want it to be hard, and we want to go out there, double rep and compete every day. So, but it's been good.
Let's talk about maybe some of the running backs that you've seen so far with Julius coming in. Obviously, Scottrade has some size as a freshman, but what have you kind of seen out of that group that's impressive so far?
Yeah, they're definitely deep right now. That room is really deep. We've got Lane. I think he's the oldest guy in there. Coming back, he's healthy again. Julius coming, adding to that room. Elijah doing a good job, being consistent and being solid. The freshman Adam Jones and Scottrade have been really, really impressive too. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from that room. They've been doing a good job.
I think Ty mentioned that he had connection with you a little bit just because of the Mountain West. What did you know about Ty, I guess, before he came here?
Yeah, he's fast. I remember seeing him and playing against him, and I remember some of my friends played defense at Wyoming, and they were talking about they had a really fast receiver, and I didn't know who it was at the time, but I realized it was him. So I knew he was fast, and he was a good receiver, and I was excited when I had the opportunity to get him here.
How has he looked so far?
Great. Like I said, he's fast, and he runs by people, and he goes against the ball. He's really competitive too, and when the ball's in the air, it's his, and that's kind of what you want at receiver. So.
How's your body holding up? How do you feel?
I feel all right. I feel like I'm 6 years into it, so I feel good though.
Another fall camp, getting back out in the field. I know you missed the spring, but getting back out there with Tommy and all those guys. I guess what's that been like, being with the other quarterbacks?
It's been good. It's been fun. Watching spring ball is kind of tough. You're just kind of watching out there. You're not doing drills, not repping. But it's been good to get back out there and compete and have fun with those guys. I think we're a really exciting group and a unique group. So it's been good to get out there with those guys.
Yeah, and I asked you something similar in Spokane, but just another year working with Tommy and House Right and all those guys. Just I guess. How are you feeling going into this next season, kind of having a full year in this system?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable, and I obviously more excited. I feel good. Like you said, it's another year under my belt, another year to do more things. So I'm really excited for what we're going to do this year.
I guess just take me through your mind a little bit, if you could, just after suffering that injury in the South Dakota State game. I mean, how tough was that, and how kind of motivated are you to play this year and not have that happen again?
Yeah, definitely tough. I don't think the pain of the actual physical part was as bad as like the mental part of watching those guys being out there and struggling against those guys. That was tough for me to do. But I'm excited to go back there. Obviously, we're going to take it one game at a time. We got a game September 2nd first, and then we go there. But I'm excited to go back there, and hopefully it's going to be a good atmosphere and a good crowd, and I'm just excited to play in that environment.
Yeah. Is there any different mindset with this being the last season, or at least most likely the last season eligibility?
Just got to make it the best one.
Coach kind of talked about he wants you guys to run a little bit less, kind of utilize some more of the offense. So kind of how's that adjustment's been so far? I know we're 6, 7 days or 5 days into camp, but how's that adjustment offensively?
Yeah, it's been good. And the emphasis in the quarterback room is growing as passers right now, and I think we're doing a good job of that. Obviously we can do better, of course, but I think we're really taking that emphasis and trying to apply it to the field. It's tough at times. We're runners and we like to run, and we know we can get out of trouble with running, but you got to practice it. You got to practice how you're going to play, and sometimes those situations you got to get yourself out of trouble by throwing the ball. And so practicing is the best way to do it.
You just spoke about kind of growing as a passer. What is maybe besides that something that you personally want to work on for fall camp headed into this season?
Yeah, I guess just knowing where to go with the ball, knowing coverages, knowing everybody's route, being really detailed in the passing game. We draw every day up in the meeting room, and knowing what those guys have and knowing what those guys are going to do before they even do it, especially on defense, is what we're trying to get to. That's what the great ones do. And that's what we're trying to do.
Julius got his kind of first taste of Tommy. He was calling him Superman yesterday. But just coming from you, what's it kind of like having Tommy in that system and you guys working together?
Yeah, it's fun. Obviously he's a great player physically, but mentally, I don't know. I can't speak enough of it. He's so smart. He's so prepared. His preparation is second to none. He takes everything seriously and literal, and he's very, very detailed and disciplined in what he does. So it's really good to work with somebody like that.
We talked a little bit about running. Can you just talk about your O-line, how it's been going a few days into camp with them, and so much hype around their group going into the season, but how the relationship's been going so far?
Good. Those guys are getting better each and every day. They're working hard out there. They're grinding every single day, and that's what you want out of those guys. they put their head down, they go to work, and they're growing as one cohesive unit right now. So it's really exciting. I think we've got like 10 guys that can play this year, which you want from an O-line. So having depth is a great thing, and yeah, they're doing a hell of a job. So
Have you kind of seen from maybe the group that doesn't get talked about so much, the tight end group? What have you kind of seen from them?
I think that might be the best position group on the team, honestly, with Derek and Trayton. Those guys are really good. I can't speak enough, but like in the run game, the pass game, those guys are really good. That's all I got to say about those guys. I mean, they're really good. So I'm excited for those guys. Those guys are gonna have really good years. You know, there's their 6th year. They came back for one more, and I know it's gonna be the best one for those guys. So.
You want to complete the trifecta like Derek did last year with the receiving, passing, and running touchdown?
That'd be cool. Maybe we'll let Derek have that.
And we talked about Tommy, and Ty mentioned his 500-pound squat. I mean, are there any other kind of stories like that in the weight room or on the like physical traits like that really stand out about him?
I don't know. Everything really stands out with Tommy. You know, the way he does everything is just so perfect. Honestly, I feel like he was made in a lab somewhere, truthfully. But everything he does is just so to the full extent of his capabilities and the hardest he can go. So.
A lot of hype going into this season. So can you also talk about how you guys are managing expectations by day so early into the season?
Yeah, we're in fall camp right now. We're not game planning for anybody. We're not even focused on Utah Tech right now. We're in install, I think, like 3 or something like that. So we're just taking it one install at a time, one day at a time, one practice at a time, and that's how we're going to move. We're not going to look ahead. We're going to be where our feet are, and we're just going to kind of take it step by step, day by day.
At this time of year, what is the difference like operating behind an experienced offensive line versus one that's sort of looking to replace them?
Yeah, I mean, the difference is we can, move faster, I guess. We can do more things, change protections, communicate more, try different things earlier on in fall camp. So that helps a lot because you don't have to wait till you're game planning and get game specific and trying different things. You can just kind of have more in your bag, I guess, if that makes sense.
Last question for me. You're considered a veteran, so what have you learned most about maybe yourself or just playing football as a whole over these last years?
I would say, I guess it's like a 2-part thing. It's on the field and off the field. I guess off the field part is like how to lead. Everybody has their own leadership styles, and I consider myself a leader, not just in football, but in the community. And I guess that's learning and taking different things from different people, how to lead is kind of what I've gained from that. Football-wise, just becoming, just a savvy vet, I guess. Just getting out there and being smart how you play and becoming, more comfortable with the game and really getting to know the game and knowing all the fine